and welcome back, everybody. We are finally into the picks and bans of this grand final. This is a best of 3. Fnatic RaidCall have the first pick, first ban this time round, and they are of course facing off against I Want Cookie, who just seen on stream defeating Moscow 5. Panky, how have you been hanging, dude?
Been good, just sipping away on my water, keeping the throat going, ready for this final.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
It is. It's going to be a good one to watch. Fnatic picking up a win against... actually, let's pull a bracket up because my memory is terrible. Picked up a win against Giants on stream first. Then they went 2-0 against Alternate. Alternate managed to take out Curse and unfortunately defeat you well playing here, Panks.
Yes, my corky bottom lane wasn't quite up to scratch apparently. Although I'll admit I didn't have the worst score.
Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. Up on the other side of the bracket, I Want Cookie took out Eclipsia. Moscow 5 took out Mighty Midgets, and I Want Cookie went 2-1 against M5 to now qualify in the grand final. This is a winner-takes-all best of 3, and if you don't win, you get to cry to your mom. So let's have a look at the bans. Rengar Nunu removed for Fnatic. Oriana and Katarina removed for I Want Cookie, and you've got to feel Fnatic were watching that final game against Moscow 5.
Yeah, I mean, why not? They finished a long time before I Want Cookie did. You got to find out who your next opponent is. Why not get a bit of last-minute research going in, see how they're playing, quite where they're performing, what they want to do, what they like to do in this particular occasion. So yeah, watch that game and fruits of the labour. No, you want to ban Nunu.
And well, apparently someone has no mana, but nevertheless, the final ban Cho'Gath from I Want Cookie. Who was third ban? I can't see a third ban on my side for Fnatic, so I'm going to see exactly who it was. See if Peke can get back to me. And it looks like they're going to lock in Zyra. Now that's interesting because I've seen Peke playing Zyra in the mid. We've seen N-Rated playing Zyra in the bottom lane. So again, options for Fnatic with that pick.
Lots of options. I want to see. I mean, I haven't seen Fnatic. Admittedly, I was busy for the first round, so I haven't seen them play all day, and I haven't seen them for a while, to be completely honest. They've just kind of slipped under my radar. I know they've been scrimming with Curse here the last couple of weeks, whenever both of us could be available, both the teams could be available. Didn't really get a chance to see many of them, but they're going to be a DreamHack. What kind of shape are they in? They are currently boot camping. They are getting ready for it. They are ready to upset. They're in the same group as Curse and someone else. I forget the second member. I think it's Mighty Midgets.
I'd have to check. I don't recall. I've actually got I've got the tab here as well. So if we look at the groups, it is Council Gaming, Giants, and Acer in Group A, and Curse, Fnatic, and Mighty Midgets in Group B. So yeah, not too bad. I can tell you what now. I mean, you mentioned you haven't seen them. I managed to cast them against Giants in round 1. Yep. Reckles is going to be playing with them for a while. He's going to be there for a couple of months. I don't know if he's officially full-time Fnatic or not, but I know he's going to be there for a couple of months. And Harry, the team manager, was telling me that they're going to be boot camping until Christmas. So the team is going to be spending a lot of time together, a lot of time practicing and playing and trying to get to grips with one another. They played really well against Giants. As I said, they had like a 3-minute tower dive, 3 versus 1 in the top lane. They were committing to champion kills. They were playing very, very aggressive. And it was a Fnatic I'm not used to seeing. You know, they do tend to play a little bit more conservative in the early game, at least used to. And this time around they were doing well. So while we've been waffling, let's have a look at the rest of the picks. Oh, I should point out, Peke's third and final ban was actually Lux. So they banned Lux and Nunu from I Want Cookie. Fnatic, Zyra, Diana, Shen, Vayne locked in. And we're waiting for potentially their jungler or mid laner. And it looks like maybe Galio or a Mumu. We'll see how that locks in. On the flip side, Ezreal, Janna, Kayle, and Xin. So Shushe, Kayle in the mid again probably.
Yeah, quite likely. They tried it in the first game. It was Moscow 5. Didn't quite work out for them. But this isn't Moscow 5. This is Fnatic. This is different. This is Peke. Maybe you've got something else up your sleeve, Sushe, that Peke can't quite handle. Maluna is getting loud again. And he's going to go in. There we go. He's had a reminder from Angish. Thank you, Angish.
Such a nice group of buddies there over in the Curse side. But let's have a look at this champion. So we see X-Peke has locked in a Mumu, so that's obviously going to be swapped over to Cyanide in the jungle. We'll probably see Soaz rocking out Shen up in the top lane, Diana in the mid, and a Vayne Zyra combo on the bottom. And again, that's a lot of CC, you know, Moonfall, Curse of the Sad Mummy, Bandage Toss, Strangle Thorns, Grasping Roots. A lot of abilities that can lock everybody up. On the flip side, you've got a great amount of counter initiation from Janna, Jackson in the top lane, Kale in the middle, Zinzao also with counter initiation in the jungle. So you've got a great initiation comp from Fnatic and a great defensive counter initiation comp, as it were, from iWantCookie.
I'll sit there and wait and see if these summoners stick through and go as they are. Peke currently sitting on a teleport, as I can see via stream. I mean, it's not unheard of to have mid laners run a teleport. It's a little bit confusing if he's going to be running Diana, but I'm sure he can switch it around once he's locked that Amumu in and still the rest of his lineup. Youngblood hovering over that Jax is what I can see, but you've already said that's been locked in. So
yes, correct. So we're into the 3 minutes. You should be able to connect and see the picks and bans for yourself. 3 ignites for Fnatic. So is Peke and Enrated all running an ignite, and a flash cleanse on RaidCall's Vayne. Summoner spells over on the other side. Cleanse flash on Ezreal. We see Exhaust on Kale, Ignite on Janna, and Ignite on Jax as well. So we're going to see once again Shushay with AP Kale. And I want to have a look at his runes and masteries. 2109 in the mastery page. Flat ability power, flat magic resist, and magic penetration. So going for that really early game resist damage and resistance against Diana. Interesting page from Peke. 9, 11, 10. Indomitable, so -2 incoming damage. So I assume that's going to be for a lot of poke in the early game.
Yep.
And yeah, 9, 11, 10. So mixing it up a bit with those masteries.
There's a lot of maths involved in getting all these organised. These guys know exactly what they need to be doing, theory crafting it for a couple of hours, especially if they're being boot camping sort of thing. Trying to discuss amongst themselves and get the best possible outcome from your runes and masteries for every possible matchup. When you've got 20 options now, they can have quite a few little tips and tricks up their sleeves. So it could be that we don't know how this matchup's going to fare right now, but if it goes badly for one side or the other, we might see the same matchup again in the next game, but with different runes and masteries, and that can change the game beyond anything that most people realize. Because at this level of play, I mean, these guys are so evenly matched. There's a lot of other things to take into account, and runes and masteries make big differences.
Yeah, it's such a big change, especially just those early games, just how those first engagements actually take place and the differences between 20, 30 HP and death. I mean, look at Movers Janna, 1, 13, 16 in his rune page. Or masteries rather. Runes, just flat magic resist, armor, and GP10. So, real interesting. And the game is going to get a complete shake-up in the next couple of weeks, because there's going to be almost a complete rework on the masteries pages. New ones being added, moving around some abilities. I believe the spell vamp and lifesteal is going to be combined into one, but put in the utility page as opposed to offense. So whatever we know right now, we're going to have to relearn later. And look at Cyanide, 6% spell vamp with his jungle Amumu. And that makes sense. Tears, Tantrum, get the life and get the sustain.
Yeah, keep yourself going. I mean, he's already fairly tanky, he's fairly strong, fairly fast, and if he can keep himself sustained going on that, then then he's gonna just stay in that jungle for a little bit longer. Extinct is sneaky having a look at Peke's masteries and declared that he's just copying Extinct. Everyone's just copying Extinct's masteries.
Well, fair enough. If it works, why not?
Yeah. Live and learn.
Exactly. So we need to decide in this grand final game number 1 who is going to be victorious based on their skin, and I have to give it to iWantCookie because they have victorious Janna, and it was the word I used in the description.
It's a nice way to go, but unfortunately Sushi letting the side down with no border. Where's your border, Sushi?
Yeah, what is up with that? Previous
I don't remember him losing his elos or the likes.
Probably Smurf account. This is probably some Smurf account that wasn't the right level or something like that. I'm sure. Well, let me get my overlays up and running. In theory, I've got them correct, which I do. Fnatic versus iWantCookie 0-0. I don't know if iWantCookie have a what's the word I'm looking for? A team logo just yet, but if they do, I don't have it, unfortunately.
I saw one was generated for I can't remember what it is. It was just the Cookie Monster and a cookie with "I want" stuck on it. It might actually be on this PC. Let's see.
Alright, if it is, I'll definitely have to get it at some point. But Fnatic were very aggressive in game number 1 of the tournament that I've seen. As I mentioned, they moved all the way up to blue buff. Exactly the same. N-rated was actually lagging a little bit behind. They placed a buff at blue and went back to their own red. So we'll see if they mimic that. Over on the flip side, I want Cookie very, very aggressive and very deep themselves. But at this rate, nobody's going to find anybody.
No, very uneventful start so far. But they are both roaming around as 5-man groups. If they are going to find each other at all, it's going to be one big explosive burst of action. So we'll wait and watch as the guys from Fnatic do start to head over towards where I Want Cookie are hiding. There's a ward in the bottom of this where I Want Cookie. As soon as Fnatic come out of here, they're going to be seen. And if Mover completes this recall before that happens, it's going to be 5v4 in favor of Fnatic. There's the recalls coming down, but no, they cancel him in time. Soaz going to lead the charge in. The stun coming out from Youngbuck. Amazing going down very low. Soaz immediately has to back away. The Ignite signal on him. Cyanide's been exhausted. He's coming back in though. Soaz, as the Ignite's running off, he's going very low. Still no casualties just yet. Just a lot of health missing for everyone. Pekka getting some water attacks off. Crescent Strike goes in. Mover so low. Does drop first blood for Vayne. Reckles picking that one up, and everyone now suddenly very low for Iron Cookie. Amazing is on his way to back out. Another great taunt. Another kill. Zyra picking this one up. Ice Fantasy's going to fall down. The snare goes in. Youngbuck fouls his flash. He's going to drop to Rated. No, he leaves it for Reckles. They're still chasing onto Ice Fantasy, and Amumu's coming around the top side. Sushi, though, is back and safe under his turret, and Rated has not given up this chase. He's trying to throw over the wall. Does just about, but Ice Fantasy sees it coming and backs away off to the wrong side of that little pathway.
And you gotta feel with a 3-0 advantage, 2-0-1 on Vayne. Gonna recall pick up probably double Dorans. That's one. Let's see where the second one goes or what he decides to do. Just enough gold. There you go. Double Doran's Blades at 2.5 minutes. Massive, massive advantage and start to this game. N-rated is still hanging around. He's got that grasping roots out. We'll see if he can time this for the steal. If he steals this from Xin, that is going to be huge. And he does! Oh. He steals it! What? Phenomenal, phenomenal play there from N-rated. He's going to run into a Janna, put some damage down, but with a blue buff. And does he have enough gold for GP10 yet? 652, maybe not. Actually, he may be giving it away. Take a look at this. Reckles is now rejoined. Reckles may be picking up a 3rd kill of the game. Decides to go back and try save N-rated. In the background, Shen picks up the kill. Now Reckles is going to start chasing. If Xin goes down, that's going to be a blue buff and a kill. Reckles accidentally shoots Move. It resets the Silver Bolts. Flash! 3rd kill for Reckles. Killing spree at 3 minutes. Now chasing down into movement. Silver Bolts goes out. One more auto attack. Reckles is going to pick up his 4th kill of the game. Blue buff, 750 kills. 4-0 Vayne. A game where, you know, Vayne is weak in the early, and now you've given them that. Is it too early to call GG, Panks?
No, it's not too early to call GG. Reckles is also about to be given a red buff here from Cyanide. He's just going to counter jungle that from Xin. Xin has got no buffs. He's had no XP. Actually, Cyanide does take it, but there's no buff, no XP. Reckles is 4-0-2. I'm sorry, but the way this game snowballs, the situation we're in this meta at the moment, that's game over. Like, Fnatic are way too far ahead. Okay, we're going to wait another 10-15 minutes to let the farm go up, but by the time we have the first fight, Reckles is going to be that much further ahead of everyone. It's just going to be too much. There is no way that I can see I Want Cookie clawing back this disadvantage without Fnatic playing terribly. And again, at this level of play, that doesn't happen.
Okay, so let's have a look at how these lanes are matching up. First and foremost, we got Diana versus Jax in the top lane, and I think that plays into Pekka's favor. I think, you know, low level without items, Diana should have the advantage against Jack. Look at Reckles just through the wall with that cheeky attack. In the mid lane, we've got Shushay and Movert coming up against Reckles and N-rated, and in the bottom lane, we've got Ice Fantasy taking on Soaz. Up in the top lane, as I'm saying Pekka should have the advantage, Youngbuck proves me wrong and forces him down with a whole bunch of auto attacks. But great play. Condemn not leveled up just yet from Reckles, so he couldn't get the stun. In the bottom lane, a damage HP proc. That was for Kale. And Soaz out dueling Fantasy. Fnatic are really in the driving seat right now.
Yeah, and then Rated even cancelling recalls and forcing move at low as Peke is going in onto Young, but the Crescent Strike has landed. The Ignite's already taking one more auto attack. It doesn't even need it. The Ignite tick is there. It's enough, and Peke walks away with his life. There's no jungler in sight to stop it, so he's just going to keep farming anyway. Move it now forced off his turrets, and Rated lands a snare. Rekkles are going to come forward. He's got the blue buff. There's an Ignite comes down from Rated, and Rekkles goes unstoppable at 5 minutes. 5 kills in 5 minutes. Rekkles. There were people in chat complimenting, calling him the best AD in Europe right now. Do you need any more proof? This guy's amazing and really, really underrated. I'm not gonna lie.
And I completely missed the kill on the bottom lane. Soaz and Cyanide diving the tower, level 4 respectively. They land the stun, they land the taunt, and it was enough to pick up the kill. Unfortunately, just too much. Look at that bandage toss onto Amazing. He's gonna use Audacious Charge. Turret aggro has been picked up by Cyanide once again. Soaz and Cyanide dancing and juking. If they get some crowd control up, Amazing may be giving up the 10th kill of the game at 6 minutes. Bandage toss lands. Auto attack from Shen. He picks up the kill. Now Howling Gale manages to catch Soaz, but it's like, well, what's the point? That's not going to do anything. Vayne has enough money in the bank to pick up a BF sword, and will most likely be doing that. 10-1. I want Cookie maybe being caught out a little bit and just giving away way more than they should have.
10-1 at 6 minutes. I don't even know how to analyze and go into this sort of thing. It just doesn't happen. There's nothing more to it. I want Cookie. It's no other way to say it. I've just been playing appallingly to start with. Fnatic really did make the most of it. Young Buck forced to pop his stun in the top lane, gets nothing from it. And Rated though does screw up that snare actually, but he's going to get some more damage down and to move it, forces him into the bottom lane. Ice Fanty's there enough to support him, but just that alone, that's there. The fact that in Rated could be where he was there, standing and waiting for Mover to come and ward Dragon, shows that Vayne needs so little help. And Rated's now picking up the CS while Vayne's at base. They don't need to do any saving, they don't need to freeze it under turret, they don't need to try and hold it in place, keep their AD and get as much farm as possible. She just put back what Ninja Tabby bought Zeal outright. That's a 13, 14, 15 minute Vayne build. It's 7 minutes in.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing that I want Cookie have, because it's going to be able to stand up to that.
The mobility it's going to give, the critical strike it's going to give, absolutely everything is just playing into Rekkles' favor so well. I'm keeping an eye on this top lane. Peke, level 7 to Young Bucks level 5. Look at the farm, 45 CS for Peke to 27 on Shushay. But now as I say that, let's see whether or not Peke can get in trouble. Stand United comes out, look at the damage onto Amazing. Immediately forced back, a very nice stun from Young Buck, cancels that aggression. But, you know, just Peke could have effectively 1 versus 2 with the amount of damage he put down onto Xin.
Amazing hasn't left though. Fnatic keeping their harassment down onto the pair of these. Peke a little bit lower mana, and Rated does find Mover again, but Rekkles is here with him in the mid lane, and there's a killing spree as Cyanide helps it out. 3 on 1. Poor little victorious Janna. War hero Janna, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's victorious Janna if I recall correctly, or was it War Janna? But yeah, nonetheless, up in the top lane, a little bit of damage going back and forth. Peke misses that Crescent Strike. He doesn't really have a whole lot of mana for a huge number of combos. We do see a taunt. We're going to see at least 1 kill in the top lane. Now I'm going to flash down to the bottom really quickly. Ice Fantasy manages to juke past the snare, but eats a stun. 6-0-3 Rekkles. 13-1 is the kill score at 9 minutes in. The top tower is most likely going to... Well, no, it's not going to go down. They don't have the damage just yet. But at the minute, it's just, you know, 6,000, 7,000 gold lead at 9 minutes. I don't think I have ever seen a lead this high in professional League of Legends in the time that I've been watching.
No, I can agree with you on that one. I mean, this is Fnatic saying, okay, you want to fight as level 1? Well, we're going to do it properly. This is how you do it properly. We've got on our advantage, and now we're going to press it. And they've just been constantly pressing it further and further in towards the throat of I Want Cookie. Cyanide popping his ult in that mid lane. Flash taunt coming out from Soed. Does pick up Mover. Did you see him? Rated coming across. Bandage touch from Cyanide. Should finish off that kill. He does get it with an auto attack. And now Suche dropping down in the mid lane to end Rated. He's not even... Oh, he did just hit 6, but it was not worth the cast of an ultimate. I lie. My bad. He did use ultimate. I'm making stuff up now.
Yeah, unbelievable. What?
That's a forfeit.
Oh! Well, I disconnected, reconnected.
Disconnect.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Suche DCing, yeah, he just came straight out and went back in. So that was DC'd after the engage and rated, yeah. Just being honourable with the kill as RaidCall goes godlike down in the bottom lane.
Yep, godlike already. I also felt that was a bit strange because Shushay just stood there. After he got caught in the Stranglethorns, he just stopped. He didn't attack, he didn't focus the champions, he didn't try to run, so a bit disappointing about their disconnect. I also know that coming into the game, Shushay was talking about connection issues with his line. Look, it's something to deal with, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to make excuses here, but that's what happened in that particular instance.
That's the first time we've seen it. That's not what gave
exactly. You know, that was the first time we've seen it. RaidCall now has enough money to either finish the Phantom Dancer or pick up a BF sword, and he's done it. Phantom Dancer, Ninja Tabai, double Dorans at 10 minutes 30. 10 minutes 30. I mean, what do you do? Up in the top lane, Peke is going to get jumped on. Manages to flash to safety. Amazing. Almost goes in for the kill. Takes one tower hits, and I feel if Peke had landed that Crescent Strike, maybe would have thought about pushing further. But you know what? 10,000 gold lead at 10 minutes. You've got to say, game one in this best of 3. Call it a game, give it up, and move on to the next match.
16-1. Sushi still coming up top. They want to do something here. Youngbright now coming past the turret. Mover's in here as well. There's the Shenel coming down onto Sine. Oh, Luna rush over the wall. Beautiful play from Peke, picking up that kill onto Jax. RaidCall goes legendary as he kills Mover, and now Sushi is in a horrible position. Running past this tier 2 turret. Does flash a bandage toss, which had already missed actually. Can he get through this for the execute though? Has the damage been done? Cyanide, no, he misses the ult as well. And it's an execute. Sushi played it beautifully. As a collection of lol comes out in chat, and I do believe a selection of good luck have funs as well. Not good luck have funs, yeah. GG, well played. Everyone agreeing that's game over. Surrender. Game is ended with that result. But well, there's no contest. Fnatic win game 1.
11 minutes 40. I'm going to go on the line to say that is officially the quickest game of League of Legends in the history of professional competitive LoL. GG, we're going to be going into game number 2. I'm going to quickly get in touch with the players and the admins. I do need to throw an advert break up. So guys, we'll see you back for game number 2 in the grand final shortly.